Hello students, welcome to the video lecture session on industrial drives and applications. As our discussion is going under model 2, okay. Today under model 2 I am discussing direct current motor drives. Okay, it's nothing but DC current motor drives. Under this controlled rectifier fed DC drives, single phase fully controlled rectifier controlled of DC separately excited motor. Similarly, single phase half controlled rectifier control of DC separately excited motor. Controlled rectifier. Okay. Already uh, we are come across the rectifier circuits. Okay, uncontrolled rectifier circuits. What is the meaning of uncontrolled rectifier? Uncontrolled means if you are using the diode, okay, the output voltage will be in constant. We will get there will be no control. Okay, here the control rectifier is nothing but here we are using instead of diode we are using SCRs. Okay, thyristors. Yes, the output voltage in controlled in manner by varying the firing angles, we can control the output voltage, and hence the speed can be controlled. Okay. Here, one more very important point is the cordon diagrams. Let us we will discuss here the cordon diagrams in which the drive will be operates. Okay. If you are looking to this, okay, V naught and I naught plane. Okay. Here, the first quadrant it will be operates if the current is armature current is positive. I will show you here. Armature current is positive and armature voltage also positive. Okay, yes, these are the unidirectional devices, hence current will be remains in the positive only, but voltage will be reverses as it will be operates under fourth quadrant. Okay, this is first, this is second, this is third, this is fourth. Okay, first and fourth quadrant it will be operates. Single phase fully controlled rectifier operates under first and fourth. Okay, similarly half controlled rectifier only it will be operates in first quadrant. Similarly, three phase fully controlled rectifier also works first and fourth, half controlled first quadrant. Okay, I will discuss how it will be operates. Let us have a close discussion about the first quadrant, and fourth quadrant, how it will be operates. Okay, here the conclusion is single phase fully controlled rectifier it will be operates two quadrants, first and fourth, whereas single phase half controlled rectifier it operates only one quadrant, that is first quadrant. Similarly, three phase also fully controlled rectifier first and fourth, and three phase half controlled rectifier first quadrant. Okay. Okay. Already I have discussed first and fourth, they are known as fully controlled rectifier. Okay, just you have to go through. In only one quadrant it will be operates means it is half controlled. Okay, these are the here it will be given for low power application up to around 10 kilowatt single phase rectifier drives are employed. For higher application means high power applications, three phase rectifier drives are used. Here what it is there, the single phase it will be used up to around 10 kilowatt. If you want more power means higher power ratings are required, motor ratings are there, then we will use three phase rectifier drives. Okay, are used. Let us have a discussion about how it will be operates. Okay, this is the circuit diagram, drive circuit. Okay, here there are two modes of operation is mentioned. One is discontinuous conduction mode, and the other one is continuous conduction mode. Okay, continuous conduction mode. What is the difference between the discontinuous and continuous conduction means? Here, if you are looking to this graph, input voltage VA, okay, sorry, input voltage is here mentioned Vs, output voltage we are getting Va, and four thyristors are used here, T1, T2, T3, T4. During positive half cycle, I will take pen. Okay, during positive half cycle, T1 and T3 are conducts. During negative half cycle, T2 and T4 are conducting. Here, what the discontinuous mode, if you are looking to the here this graph, T1 and T3 are turned on. Here, if you are looking to the here T1 and T3, okay, during positive half cycle, what it will be happens? The current it will be starts. I will take pen. Okay, here you see at alpha the T1 and T3 are turned on, the current it will be increases because its conducts, current it will be starts flowing, and at beta, if you are looking to the here before turning off T2 and T4, I repeat here, before turning on T2 and T4, the armature current will be goes to the zero. Okay, and it will be remains zero till this it is done. You can see here, I will make here mark. If you are looking to this here, current is zero, armature current is zero. Again, at any instant of this point, pi plus alpha, T2 and T4 are turned on. Then current it will be again start increasing. Here, what it will be happens after turning on T1 and T3. Okay, at any instant beta you are turned off, then current will be goes to the zero and remains it some period, and again it will be goes to the current will be increases because T2 and T4 are turned on. Okay, so hence here the current will be becomes, I will show you here, current will be becomes zero. It discontinuous mode of conduction. Okay, you have a glance over the circuit diagram. Here you see when T1 and T3 are conducting, then current it will be flows in this direction and it will becomes to the like that. Okay, and current will be goes to the zero, then T2 and T4 are turned on, then current it will be flows through like that. If you are looking to this, the current will be in same direction only. Okay, one direction only it will be moves. Okay, the discussion next one is the continuous conduction waveform. If you are looking to this graph, if you are comparing with the this, if you are comparing with this, what difference you are finding here means the armature current will be continuous. If you are looking to the here, you can see T1 and T3 it will be triggered at this instant, current will be increases. Okay, yes, voltage will be become zero, so current it will be decreases till you are here T1 and T3 are conducting. Next it will be turned on, T2 and T4 are turned on at any point this. Okay, pi plus alpha, it is pi plus alpha, and current it will be increases. In this case, current will be not gone to the zero. Before going current will be before going to 0, again it is turned on. I repeat here, if sorry the current before going to 0, I repeat here, the current before going to 0, thyristor T2 and T4 are turned on, current will be raises. Hence it is called continuous conduction. It means it not gone to the 0. Okay, see there is no this period here. Here it is there, here it is not there. Okay, this is the difference between continuous mode of operation and discontinuous conduction mode of operation. And remaining quantities we know, right? This is a supply voltage Vs, okay, and armature current, this is alpha at an angle where you are triggered, pi plus alpha, other two thyristors are triggered. Or else in other way I can explain here, at an alpha T1 and T3 it will be turned on, and next pi plus alpha T2 and T4 are turned on. Okay, this is the explanation about continuous and discontinuous mode. Now here if you are looking to this, the discontinuous mode where it is there, boundary between continuous and discontinuous conduction we will obtain here. And one more very important point is here, the output voltage of the DC controlled rectifier is, I will show you somewhere it is mentioned. No, it is not here. Okay, anyhow I will see. I will take equation here so that, okay, this is the equation. Okay, output voltage VA is equal to 2 Vm over pi into cos alpha. Okay. If you are substituting here alpha in terms of 0 to 180 degree, okay, here I will show you. So this is the equation, please remember it. I will explain, I will go back and I will explain. The output voltage VA is equal to 2 Vm divided by pi into cos alpha. Okay, alpha we are substituting the different values. Okay, different values in, I will show you here. Here you see alpha, if I am substituting 0, I will get the VA output voltage or armature voltage is positive. Okay, so in this alpha is, just a moment, okay, here alpha is 0, voltage is VA is, you will get 0. Okay, and similarly that equation VA is equal to 2 Vm by pi into cos alpha, in that if you are substituting the alpha is equal to 60, we will get positive only VA. Whereas if it crosses the 90, okay, 120, what it will be happens here, the voltage will be goes to the negative. Okay, see here 160, it will be goes in the negative. This graph will be gives clear picture of you. Here you can see, if 2 m by pi is alpha is 0 to 90 degree, pi by 2 means 0 to 90 degree. Now if you are going beyond 190 degree, sorry, if you are going beyond 90 degree, what it will be happens, it becomes negative. Okay, so here the mode of operation between 0 to less than 90, omega speed is greater than 0. The polarity is positive and negative we are taking. That is called motoring action or motoring operation. I repeat here, if the firing angle alpha less than or equal to 90 degree, the omega is nothing but the speed in radian per second, it is omega m, it is mentioned. Okay, it is greater than 0, it's nothing but motoring operation. If the alpha is greater than 90 degree, omega is less than 0. Omega m is the motor speed radian per second less than 0, means it will be in opposite direction, it will be rotates negative direction we are meant. Less than 0 means, okay, it's called regenerative braking. The operation is called regenerative braking. Whatever the power is developed by the motor, which it will be feeding back to the supply. So hence it is called regenerative braking. Here it is called motoring operation. I conclude here that if the firing angle is in the range of less than 90 degree, it's called motoring operation. If the firing angle alpha is greater than 90 degree, then it is regenerative braking operation. Okay, this graph will gives a clear picture about how it will becomes this one. Simply we have to substitute in the values of the alpha firing angle. Okay, 2 Vm by pi into cos alpha. Cos alpha you have to substitute in the values. Okay, and you will get output voltage after 90 degree, it will be goes in the negative. Okay, hence this motor is called two quadrant operation of the drive. Okay, in first slide I have explained about the first quadrant and fourth quadrant operation. This is first and fourth quadrant operation. Okay. Only one quadrant operation means half controlled, there is no regenerative braking, because the diverts which it will be not allowed here. I will go back and first slide I will explain here. In this you can see. So what it will be happens here, you will obtain the two quadrants. Okay, voltage will be becomes still here positive, and speed also greater than 0 omega m, then positive. Hence it is first quadrant operation. When alpha will be greater than 90 degree, then you will get the fourth quadrant operation. Whereas in half controlled we cannot get the fourth quadrant because diverts are there. Okay, diverts are not allowing to flow, only one direction we are obtaining. Okay, this is the difference between the motoring operation and regenerative operations, regenerative braking operation. Okay, here you also it will be given. Okay, alpha 0, alpha 60, then first quadrant. If alpha is 90, 120 and 160, it will be goes under fourth quadrant. Okay, with this I conclude. Next class I will solve this one numeric problem. Okay, this is a numeric problem, it is given here. Okay, let us I will discuss here what is the numeric problem, and I will solve in the next video lecture. Okay, 200 volt 875 rpm 150 amps separately excited DC motor has an armature resistance of 0.06 ohm. It is fed from a single phase fully controlled rectifier with an AC source voltage 220 volt 50 Hz. Assuming continuous conduction. Okay, calculate firing angle for rated motor torque. Okay, firing angle for rated motor torque and 750 rpm, firing angle for rated motor torque and minus 500 rpm, motor speed for alpha 160 and rated torque. Okay, so this is the numeric question is there. It is very important in the point of examinations. I should concentrate on this. Okay, next class I will solve this numeric problems. Okay, with this I conclude this session. Okay, thank you.